What's going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at something a little bit different. Today we are taking a look at Triton from the Tobot line in Korea. What we've got here are three vehicles. First up we have is a Kia Sportage, or a Sportage here in the US. Then we have a blue Kia Soul. It's very, very blue. I mean, really blue. I mean, this is probably the bluest thing ever. And finally, a Forte, a Kia Forte Coupe. Now, what this set is from a show called Tobot. It's very popular in Korea, and I was able to get a hold of one of these figures. This figure is a set of three toys that merge into one giant robot. And as you saw, I just split apart the Forte. He becomes the legs. It's a very odd show. It's aimed at little kids, but the toys are really big. I mean, the toys are actually a really nice size. So you've got little kids playing with nice, big, really good quality plastic toys. This show is made from an animation company that is also responsible for Cubics and another show that is escaping me that was on, I want to say Fox. Aeon Kid? I think that's what it was. It's a really dumb show, but it's made for little kids. So taking the Sportage here, we pop the doors off and then fold them over, and then the entire front end of the vehicle kind of pops apart. You get this section appearing in the back. Spreading the wheels up front allows you to pop the hood open and then fold out the rest of the top of the vehicle. And then you see that big chunk of roof there, that kind of becomes a butt flap. And then you just start fiddling around with the rest of the bits, and where the engine compartment is underneath the car is where the head folds out from. Overall, the plastic quality, or I should say the plastic feel, I'm getting a lot of flack lately for saying plastic quality. The feel of the plastic is actually pretty good. It's in some cases better than Hasbro, and it all has a glossy coat to it, which I actually do appreciate, but here on camera it's really annoying, especially with the glossy reflections I'm getting off of this figure. Also, I'm recording this on a different microphone because when I did this video, the audio was, well, let's just say it was unsalvageable, so I'm going over it with a voiceover. The Kia Soul, as you saw, just splits in half along the front, and then the back half will split again and fold out to form the arms. Overall, the transformation is pretty easy, but the directions being in Korean and actually being a little bit reversed was a little bit of an annoyance to deal with. The arms do peg snugly into the back there of the Kia Sportage, but I always screw this up whenever I transform this set. I can never remember how it's supposed to peg in, and even with the directions, which, of course, when I recorded this, I left the directions somewhere where I couldn't find them, because me. So you have to collapse some bits and then realign some things and just peg it in correctly, or the way it's supposed to go, and everything lines up just hunky-dory. The last bit of the transformation is just sliding the legs on, and they attach with a firm clip. Overall, what you end up with Triton is actually a very good-looking combined robot. And he's freaking huge. He's well over a foot tall. I'll show you a little bit of a comparison later. He's a very nice-looking robot, as I said, and the colors of red, blue, and yellow, with some black, are strewn out all over the figure. Very nice-looking figure, a very cool-looking figure. And I'm really glad I was able to get a hold of him. I got a hold of this guy through eBay. The only complaint I have is that giant thing hanging off his butt. Posability for the robot is pretty good. Head is on a swivel. Then the winglets on the side of his head do move. Ratchet joints in the shoulders, and then in the swivels underneath that. And then somewhat ratchet joints in the arm or elbows. Fists do not rotate. There is some forward and back movement on heavy ratchets on the legs. No real in and out movement, though, due to the combination, and those knees are very, very, very tight. Unfortunately, the hips, though, are a little bit loose in the Ratchet department. It does make for things being a little bit floppy because the figure is a little top heavy, but it's not that big of a deal. He's going to look fine on the shelf. As you see here, Triton from Tobot is very, very large. He is heads and shoulders taller than MP10 Prime, a little bit smaller than Supreme Class Starscream. I think it's an excellent set, and I'm looking forward to getting more from this series. There are a couple of more figures and a whole ton of repaints. So, as usual, guys, I have been Baltmatrix, and I will catch you next time.